Well, we have some major updates when it comes to those $2,000 tariff rebate checks that President Trump has been promising. But keep in mind, many lawmakers are saying that no, those aren't tariff rebate checks. That's $2,000 in stimulus payments. Now, that's a big difference, but President Trump says, no, 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 that's coming from tariff revenue. That is important because what we are hearing right now is putting a lot of pressure on lawmakers as to whether or not they're going to pass these checks or what are they going to do. And according to the White House, they're exploring all options. But look at this right here. It says Trump's tariffs expected to bring in $1 trillion less than expected, and that could drastically change his $2,000 check plan. Now, here's what some are saying. We could see this change where maybe it's not a $2,000 check. Maybe it's only $1,000 or $1,250. Or some are saying, well, maybe we don't give this to 150 million Americans. Maybe you give it to far less. Look at this. It says, President Donald Trump's aggressive tariffs program will cut the national deficit by $3 trillion over the next decade. $1 trillion less than expected. Okay. This is where, again, we are looking at this from the outside. The Trump administration is getting more information than we are. And are they sharing all that information? I doubt it. And we know since the government has been shut down during those 43, 44 days, we missed a lot of information. A lot of the data that we used to collect, we weren't getting it. And that's why we're seeing some of this information is lagging. Let me keep reading this. It says, Trump's tariffs imposed in the first year of Trump's second term in the White House would cut primary U.S. deficits by $2.5 trillion if they are left in place, as they are until 2035. Says such a reduction would also mean a massive decrease in borrowing, saving the country a further $500 billion in interest and bringing the total to $3 trillion, which is still well short of the $4 trillion the office forecast in August and would only make a relatively small dent in the total national debt, which currently stands at $38 trillion. Keep in mind, when the Congressional Budget Office first went through this and saw what tariffs were doing, this is also when President Trump was adamant that we are going to charge countries more. But then he's went back and they've renegotiated. Just the other day, we learned that Switzerland was going to go from a 39% tariff down to 15%. And we're still learning that possibly China could get hit with an even steeper tariff than what they're paying right now. But look at this right here. Okay, I want to play this for you because, again, this is extremely important.
Trump has talked about sending out $2,000 checks to U.S. citizens. Earlier this year, he also talked about sending a Doge dividend. That didn't materialize. Should U.S. Citizens expect a $2,000 proposal? Is the White House committed to making that happen?
The White House is committed to making that happen, yes. And we are currently exploring all legal options to get that done. I don't have a timeline for you or any further details, but I can confirm for you that the president made it clear he wants to make it happen. And so his team of economic advisors are looking into it. And when we have an update, we'll provide one.
She said they're looking at all options. That right there is key.